Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine and welcome to Jasmine's Reading Corner. For today's Storytime storybook, I'll be reading Can You Tell Me How to Get to Sesame Street? By Eleanor Hudson, illustrated by Joe Matthew. But before we get started, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button and also like this video by hitting the like button. I'd really appreciate it. So now, let's begin. Elmo likes books. Who here likes books? I do. Do you? Well, I'm sure you like books because you're at this channel watching me read a book to you. Fat books, funny books, fat books, bunny books. Bear in the chair books, kite in the air books. Elmo will go fly a kite here on Sesame Street. Where? There, high up in the air. Swoosh! The wind takes the kite. Whoosh! The kite takes Elmo. Hold on tight. Uh-oh, Elmo is flying. Elmo the kite flyer flies higher and higher. Sesame Street gets smaller. And smaller. I don't know about you, but if I was Elmo, I'd be terrified holding on to a kite and flying above Sesame Street. I'm a bit afraid of heights. How about you all? Are you afraid of heights? Elmo looks up. What does he see? The birds in the clouds in the sky all around. But Elmo does not see Sesame Street. Elmo looks down. What does he see? The ducks in the pond in the park in the town, way down. But Elmo does not see Sesame Street. You know what that means? That means Elmo is very far away from Sesame Street. How is he going to get back to Sesame Street? Well, I suppose this book will show us how he does that. So let's read on, shall we? Oops! Down, he swoops. Uh-oh, Elmo's about to crash. Elmo lands smack in the back of a truck full of ducks. I wonder if the ducks is a delivery to Bert and Ernie. Since is it Bert or Ernie who really has a thing for ducks? That would be a cool coincidence, wouldn't it? To be in a truck with ducks headed to Bert and Ernie's house on Sesame Street. Can you tell Elmo how to get to Sesame Street? Quack, quack, quack is all the ducks say. They don't know the way. Uh-oh, Elmo is in a lot of trouble. The truck hits a bump. Ker-thump. Elmo falls plop on top of a log lined with frogs. Can you tell Elmo how to get to Sesame Street? Ribbit, ribbit, the frogs go. They don't know. Crash! A wave takes Elmo. Splash! Elmo takes his kite. Hang on tight. Elmo lands splat on a mat, just like that. It waggles, it glides. It takes off, he rides. Whoops! Up, 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 he swoops. Up to the stars, up to Mars, up to a place in outer space. Wait a second, if you're going to outer space, don't you need to wear an astronaut suit? Or is this magic carpet put an invisible bubble around Elmo so he can breathe in oxygen while he goes up to outer space? I guess that must be it, right? Past the moon, down, 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 Elmo zooms. Earth gets bigger. And bigger, and bigger. Elmo lands ker-plunk in a hunk of green vines and gunk. Hello, it's a trunk. Can you tell Elmo how to get to Sesame Street? Hip, hip, hooray! The elephant shows Elmo the way. Who would have thought it? Elmo goes above Sesame Street, over a pond, lands on ducks, falls into a river with frogs, ends up going downstream, somehow finds himself on a magical mat, goes to outer space, falls down from outer space into a jungle, and then in the jungle, the wise elephant knows the way back to Sesame Street. Elmo sure is a lucky boy, isn't he? Where? Past that fair in a lair. Right out the gate, not a moment too late, back to Sesame Street. Oh, and conveniently there's a sign that says, to Sesame Street with an arrow pointing this way. And Elmo still has his kite. Elmo likes books, fairy tales, scary tales, sunny books, funny books, easy read-aloud books. Elmo feels so proud. Books! Wait a moment. So was Elmo reading and using his imagination to think of himself flying off on a kite and going to all of these magical places? I guess that's it, because between the page of him leaving the bear lair, he ends up back on his comfy chair reading a book. I suppose that means Elmo was imagining the entire adventure through the books he is reading. And that brings us to the end of this book. Thank you for joining me for story time here at Jasmine's Reading Corner. Please subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button, and also please like this video by hitting the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, enjoy reading books, and remember to come back to Jasmine's Reading Corner to read more books read aloud with me.